Hello everybody, welcome back to Ace Attorney. Adrian Andrews is about to implicate herself, so she pleaded the fifth, but now we're gonna interrogate her on some different shit that she apparently can't withhold or something. I don't know, Edgeworth knows the lingo. But, not that Maya's been kidnapped, apparently. I would have thought Gumshoe would let him in on that little thing, but I guess he was too busy being fired to talk about that. Also, this episode might be a little shorter than some of the others, depending on how things go, because, my end, it is getting late, and I should really be thinking about dinner about an hour ago, but, no, too excited about Ace Attorney. Whatever we find out in this testimony should in no way implicate the witness. But we're doing it anyway. I don't know what it is about Edgeworth today, but I can't get a good read of... Whenever you say off of, it makes me so mad. In this situation, what you should say is get a good read on him, or get a good read off him, but not off of. That is incorrect! Is he friend or foe? I just don't know. Well, the court acknowledges the prosecution's request. Ms. Andrews, if you please. Alright. Tell us about some stuff that will get you done for murder. That glass of juice, I didn't really pour it for myself. I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw it in that messy state. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner, clearly stabbed. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice. When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over. I don't believe you. That's such a load of horse shit. So you poured that glass of juice for the victim. Pour one out, as they say. Why did you say so in your earlier testimony? I didn't think I needed to include something so trivial. Phoenix, please be careful here. If you can't find anything wrong with this testimony, then there's nothing left. I know. Edgeworth, what the heck is going on in that brain of yours? Said very wistfully, staring into his eyes lovingly. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. You got it, boss. Let me do what I do best, which is not this. That glass of juice, I didn't really pour it for myself. But there wasn't anyone else in the room, right? Of course not. Then who did you pour it for? Mr. Wright, there is a rhyme and reason for everything. Can you wait just a little longer for it to be revealed to you? As you watch the movie, facts are revealed to you. In other words, Wright, be quiet and listen. Precisely. I couldn't have said it better myself. You're making him so sad. I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw it in such a messy state. So it was a mess? Are you sure it wasn't messy because of your fight with Mr. Corridor? I understand your frustrations at not being able to prove your theory. However, before you go accusing people of crimes, go find yourself some evidence. And then what did you see next, witness? Come on, Edgeworth, work with me here. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner, with a knife sticking out of him. Slumped over? Yes, he was just sitting there, with his head tilted forward, eyes closed. He really looked like he was sleeping. Is it just me, or did that right there sound a little odd? Yeah, it sure fucking did. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. Are you sure about that? Then what did cross your mind? I thought maybe he had smashed everything up in anger because he lost the Grand Prix. And then felt tired after his rampage, so he decided to take a nap in his chair. Anyways, again, I hate when characters who speak formally say anyways. Say anyway. Anyways is like a made-up thing that, like, you would say if you were having a bit of a laugh. You're having a laugh day, having a bit of a laugh. Anyway, that's what I thought. I see, so you didn't think he was dead at all. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice in it. I'm sorry. She doesn't sound like that. You thought he fainted? I thought he was asleep at first. But then the room was in such a messy state. I thought maybe he had gotten into a fight with someone. And that's when you went to pour the glass of juice? Yes, he always has a hard time waking up. So Juan always has a glass of tomato juice to drink, for some reason. I see. And after that, what happened next? When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over. And how'd you come to realize that he was, in fact, dead? I shook him over and over, but I never got a response. So I set the glass down the dresser and tried to take his pulse. I was shocked and staggered backward. And knocked the flower vase over, so that's what happened. Yes. This is what it all comes down to. Huh? This is the absolute end for both sides, and Adrian is letting her guard down. Phoenix, now is our best chance yet to kill the prosecution's case. Isn't that a bit harsh? Ms. Andrews, will you tell us the truth this time? No. That glass of juice. Okay, sitting tired and slumped over. I feel like that's the one to press on, because he had a knife sticking out of him, but... Okay. From save point? Let me have a look at the crime scene photo again. Yeah, there's fucking blood on him! You're crazy! So you honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him? No, not at all. Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body? What is the meaning of this? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There is a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Corrida's chest. Anyone who saw this scene would have immediately thought that here was a dead man. That's... Well, you see... I doubt a single person in the world would mistake this for someone who fainted, and then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink. Your point is... Ms. Andrews, your testimony just now is all one giant lie! Ah! And your lie has proven one thing very clearly, that you are the real killer. No! I apologize to everyone's ears. Let me just check my microphone didn't explode. Oh, it didn't. That's great. It looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. JynxGod, is not guilty after all. That's impossible! You're wrong! Ms. Andrews, try to have some composure. It wasn't me! It wasn't me, I tell you! It was Matt, I swear it! He's the one who killed Juan! But you were the one who refused to testify. And your reason for not doing so is that you might end up incriminating yourself. That's because... Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you? I refuse to testify. I don't know, you might be digging yourself in deeper. I feel bad though, because this is clearly not the whole truth. Then there is no need for this court to continue any further. Mr. JynxGod's innocence has been clearly demonstrated. Is it over? Have we found the truth at last? What's wrong, Phoenix? Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. Now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't. Yeah, seriously. That's why I also feel uneasy about this. Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict for Mr. JynxGod. Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Do not do this, Your Honor. The prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass down a verdict at this time. What? The reason is quite simple. This witness has yet to speak the absolute real truth. Yeah, but Maya though? Can we talk about this later, Edgeworth? Over a cup of tea or something? The absolute real truth? What are you? Witness, don't you understand yet? Huh? I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head. I have a suspicion. But as long as you protect yourself through your silence, JynxGod will go free. And in his place, you will become the guilty party. That's a lie! I don't believe you. What? I was told if I spoke then it would be all over, and Matt would never be declared guilty. What in the world is she talking about? She lost it? Dude, did the killer also, like, tell her to do this and just pit us against each other? What is going on? I can't speak about it. I'm too scared. It's Franziska von Karma. I mean, probably, right? Huh? Don't you remember, Phoenix? Ms. Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of another. Because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself. Then, right now, Ms. Andrews is... Yesterday, she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss von Karma. Don't say a word, no matter what happens. If you do, JynxGod will be acquitted. Ms. Andrews undyingly believes in those words right now and is clinging on to them. Then what should we do? This is the first time I've ever come across anything like this. But Ms. Andrews has to be the killer, right? All we have to do now is get her not guilty. That's my only priority. It wasn't me. I'm begging you, please believe me. I didn't kill Juan. Help, please. Someone, help me. Phoenix, this is kind of the situation you are in. You can't leave her like this. Yes, Your Honor. The court can't continue on like this. Therefore, I'd like to hear what you intend to do. What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Right! I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did and what she did not do. And think about who was the real mastermind behind this crime. Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? I mean, it's not her. She can't come up with things on her own. I thought we established this. There's no one else it could be except the woman crying over there, right? Come now, what will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? The wording of that is making me nervous. I don't know what these are. You know, even though I'm sure it's the wrong answer, I'm gonna do this real quick. No matter what she says, Ms. Andrews is the only person it could be. Not to mention, I don't have a choice. I have to win a complete acquittal today. Your Honor, the defense believes there is enough evidence to substantiate our claim. Therefore, we motion that this court passes a verdict of not guilty as soon as possible. I'm disappointed in you, Wright. What have you learned in this past year? That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense's theory is the truth. You're wrong. Such a shame. You know what? I actually don't like this timeline where Edgeworth has disappointed me. We're restarting. What kind of man am I? I'm a guy who is nice, who Edgeworth likes. I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around that. But can't bring myself to do it like this. Not when she's making a face like that. Also, she's clearly not the one who did it. We don't have another guy. Ms. Andrews, I would like to know what you are really hiding. Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing? Not at all. Sure, Mr. JynxGod would get an acquittal, but in his place you would be found guilty. Is this how you really want this trial to end? Be quiet. How dare you? You're trying to trick me! That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense's theory is the truth. You're wrong. I guess we're doing this again, but in the good timeline where he didn't say, I'm disappointed in you, Phoenix Wright. We're besties again. Yeah. Thank me later, Phoenix. Such a shame. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this, however. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Ms. Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court. Stop. Mr. Edgeworth? This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. Oh boy. We're doing this in a very insensitive way, but okay. What? And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past. Stop! Please stop! No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have the evidence right here. That's... That blue hedgehog again of all places. That's the second part of the suicide report, the attempted suicide report. What will you do now, witness? You know what I am about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. Secret of her codependent nature. This is so shitty. Finding out that people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world. Please stop! I beg you! If people find out, I'll... Edra doesn't give a shit. You're gonna say you would choose death. That is of no concern to me. You are the one who wrote that in your fake suicide note, Edgeworth. That is very insensitive choice of words right now. Edgeworth, how can you be so cold? However, before you die, I will pull the truth from your breathing lips. Kinda hot. No matter what I have to do. Hot. So, will you tell the court yourself, or shall I? Either is fine with me. I'll talk, but please, help me. Man, you made her fucking sad. Nothing matters anymore. This sucks! Can we please... She needs a huge apology after this. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted, honest. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. And then, I stabbed Juan's dead body with a knife and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. And that's why I ended up using the nickel samurai costume. What's this inconvenience? Stab the body with a knife? But why would you do that? Isn't it obvious? To pin the blame on a certain person. A certain cowardly man. What do you mean by all of this? It might take this court a little while to understand, but... This is the truth. The real killer is Matt. That scumbag of a man. I'll never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time. Oh, was he responsible for Celeste impacts? Last time? So, Miss Andrews stabbed the victim, Juan Carter, in the chest with the knife. However, she didn't do it with murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing Matt on guard for the murder. And this is her crime. Okay, there's a lot... I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Wait, but Matt said he actually didn't do it, and he had the Magatama in his pocket. I mean, we had the Magatama. That means he was telling the truth when he said that. What do you mean? How is this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer? Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence the cross-examination. I'm sorry, I'm kind of reeling right now. My crime. Oogie. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted, honest. But you could tell from the state the room was in, there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you say that you did not know he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck. Did he? I remember that. I truly cannot tell. It doesn't look like it. Did you take that? But that scarf is a part of the Gem and Ninja costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up, and went to pour the juice. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. What is this plan you had? I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because Juan, he was going to expose Matt's weakest weak point to the world. So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when I thought I should forge some evidence and pin this crime on Matt. Good God. So the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button. The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. Did anyone see you though? That was so you could get the knife, correct? The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime. Okay. And then, I stabbed Juan's dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. So you were the one to stab the victim with that knife? Gives me goosebumps to think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. Then when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used the button somehow, it could make Matt look even more suspect. So you thought to rip off one of the buttons and plant it on Mr. On-Guard's Hakama? Yes, that's what I planned to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they? Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. Ah, this is the bit that I really care about. An inconvenience? There was a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway. I'm willing to bet my spikes. What the fuck? Phoenix, you can't say that! You can't throw me off like that! It was Lotta. There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth. Oh god. That's Miss Oldbag for you. I'd already been caught and made into a big scoop for a certain weekly tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume. I don't see any contradictions, though. You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you? Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony. You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct? Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there. And what is this secret? That I don't know. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the Nickel Samurai costume, then people would think Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume. Okay, I guess we just had to do that. I think we've heard enough. So after that, you went back to Mr. On-Guard's room and planted the button. Into Matt's Hakama? Yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it. My word. What does all this mean? Mr. Edgeworth, is it? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, is it? My bad. The real criminal is Matt On-Guard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk. Franziska, huh? She said that I should under no circumstances confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words. I'm starting to think you might be a lesbian, because, her, all this stuff about, oh, she has no choice but to do what people tell her. So far, we've only seen her do that for, attractive young women. I'm starting to think she might have a type. What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she is not the real killer. Wait, Your Honor. The defense still... Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Miss Andrews on anything. Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. Cross-examination of this witness is over. And so is today's trial. Fuck! You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright. But... Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning. Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately. And that's all. Court is adjourned for today. Shit! Oh, we fucking failed. Oh, God. I don't think I've ever seen that chair empty. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is not good. This has never happened. I'm scared. Today's trial, it's over. And I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I asked you something? Edgeworth? What is it? Before you leave court today, I wonder if I might look at one thing. The card in your hand. It's had my interest for quite some time now. Might as well! What exactly is it? Oh, this? Mr. Wright also asked about this. and I forgot the answer. Although I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright. I remembered just now. I found this in the room on that day. The room? That day? I feel like we should have known this earlier. Yes. This is really fucking important. I found this card when I discovered Juan's body. It was lying there, right next to him. You found that card next to the victim's body? I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right? Yeah, I guess not. But it's still a strange card, if you ask me. As far as a clue to this case, I don't see why. I think Edgeworth knows something. Witness! That card! Give it to me! Hurry! Edgeworth? Do you have any idea what you've stupidly yet inadvertently done? This... I can't believe you hid this from me all this time! He definitely knows what it is. I didn't mean to. What is this all about? I've never seen such an emotional Edgeworth in my entire life. You saw him after we solved the case where he thought he murdered his dad. I'm not so sure about that. I guess this is the most pissed off he's been, maybe. Actually, that doesn't seem right either. That card, what is it? What does it mean? Is it like a calling card? For like, the Joker? For the killer? To be continued, baby! Oh, shit. Oh, next chapter, Maya fucking dies! Hey, this would be a great place to stop, but I won't, because I have to know what fucking happens next. Oh, fuck. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! There, Pearls. I can't take it anymore! Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. JynxGod hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up! We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going. You're right. Mystic Maya's in much more pain than I am. Yes, that's right. So, Phoenix, please. I don't know if now's the time to make her repress her feelings. Hey, you guys! Glad I caught you, pal! Mr. Scruffy Detective? Oh boy. Looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now. It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to talk to you, pal! Shit, he got fucking fired! But we're kind of busy right now. Hey man, what's the word? The future. So, what are you gonna do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, bet! What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. I guess this means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. What the fuck do you mean, have to work? What the fuck do you mean this chapter wasn't proofread? What do you mean this whole game wasn't proofread? You can only make that mistake if you have an American accent. Say what? I mean, I'm not complaining. You'll be searching for things that will prove Mr. JynxGod's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. Aww, he's a house husband. I'll take care of it all. No, I'm taking care of you. You sit the fuck down. You got fired. I'm giving you so much money. I barely have more money than him, let's be real. Come on, Mr. Nick. Speaking of, I have a Patreon and Ko-fi. Oh, fucking don't. Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things. I forgot to do her voice. Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles, pal. Okay, not that much for house husband. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? 'Cause he has no money, Phoenix! Jesus. That was the first time I ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like, he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself. I guess he did kind of say that, didn't he? He said that? That's horrible. But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth. It was Andrew's last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in the testimony itself, but I still think there is something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would you want it? No, I mean, almost need to frame Mr. On Guard. I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. Then, are you saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie, per se. Finally, someone who actually says per se correctly. I cannot stand when people say S-A-Y. It makes me so mad. It just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. That's what Edgeworth would like us to believe.
That's such a dirty trick! Even that woman prosecutor was better than that!
Franziska von Karma. Speaking of Miss von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Yeah, she got shot! Wasn't she shot this morning? People die from that frequently. Miss von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol, pal. But she's gonna be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but... Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. Which one? What? You gonna visit her, pal? No, well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you've actually got a heart, don't you? Of course! She looked like she was being tortured to death not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal. Hold on, it just occurred to me she was shot in the shoulder and so was her father. Oh, the parallels. Oh, I'm thinking at it. Oh, she better let herself be operated on, for God's sake.
Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick.
No, I'm definitely not going. Guess he's not into that. Let's see, the name of the hospital. Oh yeah, No. Yeah. No. It could hurt. I don't want to go there. Look at my badge. Look, it's my attorney's badge. Oh, it's a little tarnished, don't you think, pal? Don't worry, I'll make it all sparkly shiny again. I'm really touched. Aw, that was sweet. Anything on this, by the way? Have you heard anything from the kidnapper? No, not yet. I'm sure once he hears what happened at the trial today, he'll call, pal. But remember, you can't provoke him when you get to talk to him. I love slipping in and out of an accent for Gumshoe. I suck at doing any kind of American accent. I want to talk to Edgeworth. Is he in? He seriously freaked me out earlier.
Wow, everyone looks really busy with something or other.
They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial. Hey, hurry up with that, will you? Pass the victims list around. Now you're speaking nonsense. There's more than 100 people in here.
Mr. Nick? Is Mr. Ungard a really bad, terrible criminal?
Actually, pals, never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. I have no fucking clue what that was all about. Okay, I don't know. I don't know anything.
All right now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to, for Mystic Maya's sake.
You shall not pass! Oh, fuck off. Miss Oldbag!
Don't devalue my name and turn into a ghastly, spiky-headed doof! Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again, although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy just as he promised. But what I really wanted was something much more valuable. I want Edgy Pooh's heart. I want it all for me. It's all your fault. You would awaken the wild beast inside this old bag.
Oh, she died. Thank God.
Ah, Miss Oldbag! Keep your hands off me!
I say again, keep your hands off me, not off of.
This helmet is airtight.
What? What? What the fuck do you mean? No air gets in and no air gets out. Why is it air apostrophe S? I'm so confused. What does your helmet have to do with anything?
Don't think you can get me to move with silly questions. You're going to have to defeat me if you want to get by.
I'm not hearing this. Yeah, I'm really not. Bye. I'm not dealing with this right now. Hey, Matt. What's up? What's good, my man? From what the god told me, Sounds like along with Mr. On Guard, Miss Andrews is also being detained here.
Then we should talk with them since we're here.
Yeah, but both of them are still in questioning.
We don't have time to waste.
Yeah, visiting hours are almost over. Shit, okay. Oh, I don't wanna. Hey, Gumshoe. Oh, I feel better already. He gives me strength. Okay. Okay, we can do this. Now the murder. Maybe I can't do this.
Ha! You're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, whippersnapper!
Light years is a distance. Looks like the only way I'm gonna get any investigating done is to first do something about this kooky alien. Womp womp. Okay. No, sorry, that's, no, present, what do I do? Could you please take a look at this?
Sorry, Sonny. I can't see it very well through this helmet.
Yeah, looks like the only way I'm gonna get any investigating done is first do something about this kooky alien.
I see that look in your eyes. You stop thinking I'm an alien from outer space this instant!
Maybe when you stop dressing like one. Okay, maybe we actually do just have to move on. Wait, no, she's blocking us. How? What? What do I do? How do I get rid of her? How do I? Maybe I have to go to the clinic. I've been avoiding it. Alrighty. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. You're telling me! Oh, that hurt me! I hate him!
Yes, I hate him. Visit a patient.
Hi. Wait a second, you're...
Yes, I'm Director Hardy.
Why are you still here?
Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Yes.
Director Hardy! Oh! Hey, buddy! Good to fucking see you!
Yes, I'm Director Hardy. Oh, you're the man for this morning. Yes, what is it?
Director, Franziska. How is Franziska von Karma?
You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes. Yes, and that surgery, it went very well.
You have my gratitude. Looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret. He's not actually a doctor, right? He's just like a guy who stole a lab coat, is that right?
She looks so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes. But I understand, yes, her opponent was a god after all. And when I snuck up on her real secret, like, she would scream really loud. Yes.
I hate him. I despise him. I see.
But she's really cute too. When I do that, she'd whip me with her whip. Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes, but I think I could get used to it.
Thank fucking God, I hate him. That voice actually hurts my mouth and my throat. Go back to your room.
You're so mean. So mean, my frisky frisker. But that's good too. Okay. Yes, time for my IV drops. Yes.
You should have killed him. And what are those tulips doing in your hand, Mr. Phoenix Wright? We brought flowers? I knew I shouldn't have come here. Wait, Phoenix, did you actually bring flowers? That's kind of sweet. Although I need to look up the meaning of tulips as a gift in the flower language. I was shot in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. It's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. I even had full intentions of running the trial this morning.
But that would have been too much!
Yeah. It looked like you were deathly scared until only a few minutes ago. Really? But I was dragged here by that prosecutor. He even went so far as to grab me by the wrist the whole way here. It was the only logical course of action, given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. But with me doing so, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to. The deal. Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. JynxGod, you told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof that I made such a deal? You're denying it? Looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix, right? If I had been in court today, this trial would already be over. Or while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime? That isn't my problem. Whether she had tampered with evidence or not, I have only one objective, to find JynxGod guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix, right? The end justifies the means. Ms. Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then JynxGod will be found guilty. And what does that have to do with me? Because of that, she's now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end. That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all. But you had to know she was... Ow! I think visiting hours here are about over. So if you'll excuse me. Okay, bye. What's wrong? Why'd she suddenly cut you off? Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Edgeworth. Hey man. How's it going? I was gonna ask you on a date, but then I remembered Maya, so maybe we should do that later. What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far... but she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, right. The courtroom is a garden of judgment. What? I'm putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. Alright, I didn't really get what you meant, but... By the way, Edgeworth, you're really angry in court today. That's rare for you. No, the fuck it is not! He makes this expression constantly! Witness! That card! Give it to me! Hurry! Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This... I can't believe you hid this from me all this time! That card? What in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, right. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. Special Investigations Team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. Oh, I'm starting to get Ghost Trick vibes. I know they're both by Shin Takumi, don't tell me, I know. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelly the Killer! And just as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin. The best at that. Assassin? Picture card added to the court record. Okay, shit. And I said record. What an idiot. I normally say record, for the record. But anyway. So, who is this Shelly the Killer? The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins. Phoenix, you heard this name. Long-standing? The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelly is the professional name of the third heir to the Killer name. So because his professional name is Shelly, he leaves cards with a shell on them? He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims, like some kind of idiot. But why would he do something like that? We think it is a part of his duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charge being pushed onto his clients. I see. The Killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. Seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. No such thing, I'm afraid. Except for people who assassinate shitty political figures. But I didn't say that. You didn't hear me say that. Anywho, I guess that even honorable assassins can exist. Very rarely, yes. So you think this assassin... You think he's the one who did the killing in this case? Mercenaries are very different. It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree? Shelly the Killer, huh? Yeah, we need to talk about this right the fuck now. I noticed something at the trial today. What? 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 You're behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? Oh, you do care! Oh, Edgeworth. I guess I should just tell him. You should have told him at the get-go! Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I'll prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow. We should have done this from the fucking start, I am saying! It's okay.
Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to...
Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity.
Mr. Nick?
There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single clue to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right. Listen, you need to know something. Juan Corridor was killed by Shelley the Killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt on guard. Your own client. Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. Okay, actually, like, as he was saying that, I was thinking, okay, a lot of shit is starting to fall in place right now. It's making a lot of sense. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this.
What is it?
The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelley the Killer. If you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. Wow, thank you. You're a real one, Edgeworth. In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again, if anything should happen. Now, if you'll excuse me. Alright, great talking to you, Edgeworth.
Mr. Nick? Do you think Mr. On Guard hired an assassin?
Oh my god, that's why when we did Magatama, it said he didn't kill her because he didn't. He hired a killer. No way! I mean, he doesn't have a psyche lock. Listen to me, Phoenix. Listen to what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I guess not.
Maya, please, all I ask is you make it home, safe and sound. Oh, Maya! Hello?
I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me! And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up, like how Nick does with everything.
No, Maya, no. Don't do anything stupid, please.
Anyway, let's try out the card trick with this card I just found. Click. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go take a look around.
I'm scared. I don't like this. Whoa. We're at someone's house?
And it's got a little teddy bear.
And a satellite dish?
What is this place?
I got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Are those videos over there?
Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues.
You should be looking for a way out of here!
That way I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. That's a big television!
Wow, I've never seen a TV this big before. Now where's the power button? Look. Phooey, it's busted. Oh, so Die Happy Samurai fan. If I ever got to see the Nickel Samurai on a TV like this.
Ah! I can't believe I just made a joke about dying, all things considered. Did she? I wasn't fucking paying attention. I guess kind of. Wait, no, she said she could die happy or whatever. I just didn't take it literally at all, so I forgot she said it.
What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR? There sure are a lot of electronic gadgets here. What is an antenna doing here? Teddy! That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this?
Oh, it's so cute!
I think it's a bear. Aw, how cute!
Oh, Juan had a lot of those in his room.
But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something.
Is that a cat door? And what's this picture?
There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. Hey, it looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, "With love, Celeste."
Oh fuck, I kind of thought it was.
I bet this could be a clue.
To Killer, did you know Celeste?
I
Much to think about. Can't see very well in this darkness, but it doesn't seem like there's anything there. Oh. Computer? Oh hey, it's a computer! I never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch on this thing is. Drat, there goes my plan to use this somehow to get out of here. It's so dark in here that I can barely see, but I just kind of feel like videotapes? All of them. So what kind of room is this? Green target. AKA target, but green version. Ugh, locked, of course. Doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through there. Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will.
Yeah!
God, he's scary! It seems that your Mr. Right is truly concerned about you.
He is?
For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you.
Ways? You mean...
Dead men tell no tales is how the saying goes, correct?
Dead?!
I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting, I am an assassin.
No way! You're lying! I mean, an assassin?
People are not always who they appear to be.
Nick!
Fucking cliffhanger! Hello? Maya?
Mr. Nick?
Oh, yeah, Pearls? Got caught up in my thoughts about Maya's situation. Just had a hyper-real hallucination about playing this game from her point of view.
Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know.
Guess for now I've no choice but to believe in Mr. God. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too.
Okay.
Yeah, let's, check out the detention center. Hey, I'm sure, what's up? Hope you're having a good day. Peace sign. I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over today.
Aww.
I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh yeah, there's a message here for you. A message? It's from Matt on Guard. Ah, here you are.
Why'd he write? Is it something really important?
I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. To the lawyer dude, got something really important to tell you. I feel uneasy all of a sudden. Yeah, me too. Oh, Mr. Wright. So actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shoo! Oh my god, his name is Shoo! That's so cute! I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed Shoo for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, right? Absolutely! Anything to see a cat. Salute emoji.
This is terrible! Let's hurry! You have to feed his cat! I'm sure poor Shoo's stomach is growling by now!
Yeah, I guess. Pet's note jammed into a pocket. Just any pocket. Client's request is a request. Guess I should go check up on his cat. Yeah, let's do that. I think we can probably access it from here, right? Hotel lobby? Okay, yeah. I'm a little scared. Oh god, mansion! Sure is dark.
I'll go turn on a light.
Whoa! Holy shit! So this is what a house star looks like. What a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's find Shoo, the kitty cat. Shoo! Oh! Oh my god! Oh, look at him! His name is Shoo! Oh my god, that's Shoo! So I guess this is Shoo! Ah, what a lovely cat. Hello, Shoo!
Oh my god! I can't get over how good a name that is for a cat.
Teehee.
Cat seems to like pearls. Pardon me.
Ah!
You! May I help you with something, Mr... Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Mr. On Guard's lawyer. The Masters? Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes! Ah, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I'm the family butler, John Doe! The fuck you are, that's a placeholder name for corpses. And, you know, like, it's the default name, whatever. Nice to meet you.
Meow.
You're the fucking killer. You must know all sorts of things about Mr. On Guard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or his affairs. How typically butler-like, as it were. What about you, man? Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself or his affairs. You know, I would have thought Mr. On Guard would kind of have a maid over a butler. It's because he's gay, dude. That's a very cute cat you got there. That's a great cat right there. Takes a pat, no problem at all. It's my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies Shoe. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat. Well, then I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. And that's a note crumpled into a bowl and thrown away. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. No! Ah, so young and yet already so accomplished, a master of law. There's also a lot to be proud of in being a butler in charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me. Goodbye, Shoe. Okay, well, good places I need to leave this off, man. Oh my god, Maya's probably in this very house. Like, and we're not going to be able to find her. Oh god, this sucks. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a fun episode. I'm interested about where this is going to go. I mean, the plot's certainly thickening. But we got a cat now. That's great. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. And see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.